Hello, Aries. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Star Tarot by Kathy McLeland. There's Kathy's website if you would like it. Supportive Oracle cards, Spellcasting Oracle cards by Flavia, Barbara, and Lisbeth. There's their full names if you'd like it. There are websites for them. She Who Is Art, I believe, is the main one. There's a couple other ones there if you want to freeze frame, if you're interested in searching them out. Okay. What do we have for Aries? Well, that's kind of interesting. So, you got this card that started it right off, which talks about passing the test. Could talk about a duality here. I'm trying to get two sides to come together is what I keep feeling. It doesn't have to have anything to do with love, with romance at all. Something is going on around this situation, but I feel like somebody is holding off. It's almost like somebody's like kind of got too many options around them. Somebody has too many options, too many things going around them, and this is causing a problem. Because of all these things going on around them, they seem to be possibly ghosting you for the moment. Like they're disappearing, they're going off into the distance. They seem to be trying to figure out what they need to do, and they're not really moving very well with it. There's too many possibilities around them. I feel like they're caught up in all the different things they could do, how things could play out. And you're kind of left over in the lurch. You're also not getting the information you need. This is a piece of it. It's not like anybody's lying to you, but there's nothing. It's kind of like there's no information. There's no information. This isn't even, like I've said this a lot, and I do feel like Aries is right on point with this. Lying by omission is still lying, but that's not even here. I don't know. There's no information. There's like nothing. It's not like somebody's purposely not telling you something. It's just like there's nothing there. It's like this void. And the moon card here is like, I don't know what to think about this situation. I don't know what's going on. There's nothing showing up. There's nothing here. You want to be optimistic about it because there's nothing showing up yet. But the more that void lingers, it starts to weigh on you. And I don't know, I don't think of Aries as having a great amount of patience. I could be wrong, you would tell me I'm wrong, but I don't think of Aries as being very patient. Not typically. Sometimes Aries have ways of working around it. So you keep yourself doing this or that, or you keep yourself distracted so it doesn't bother you. So you just keep going here, go there, get this done, do this, do that. And that sometimes Aries can cope with it successfully that way. But all this is popping, and this is weird because it's like something is going on, but you can't get the information. I feel like when this comes in on your side with the Queen of Cups, something is happening, but you can't get the information. It's stuck. That's the hanged person here. The hanged one. Is stuck. It's just stuck. It's obnoxious. It's stuck. And then this card is... The reason you're getting this card, I feel like, is because there's nothing I can do. You want to. You're ready to do. You're like, I'm ready to do something. Let's do something. I need something. Can I go get information? Can I go get this? Can I prepare like this? Can I get that? What can I do? you can't activate this card, and it's extremely frustrating, extremely frustrating. Um, and it's because it's driving you nuts. This card is also reminding me, like, this is on top. Um, it's saying that everything is okay, but like it feels like you're the one being taken care of at this point. Like this card, animals. A lot of times, it's like I feel like when you have a pet, you look out for the animal. But sometimes when I also see this card, it's kind of like wild animals. Kind of like sometimes the best thing you can do is just let them be, let them live the way they need to live. You can look at them, you leave something out for them if you want to, but you let them be. You don't contain them. You don't, direct them. This is what they have to do. Like certain animals, they just live the way they live, especially wild animals. They go out and they live their lives how they need to live. And this is a situation where you need to let the situation live. It's just going to live the way it needs to live. You'd like to control it more. You'd like to see it more. You'd like to be more connected to it, but also realizing like this is just how this has to live. Like there's certain animals like raccoons, foxes, bears. To me, those are wild animals. They're best left in the wild. You typically leave them in the wild so they can live the way they need to live. And this is one of those situations, kind of like you can't, even though they're beautiful and you'd love to be closer to them, you just kind of, at this time, you got to just let it live the way it's going to live. I just keep saying that. It's driving me nuts. Whatever the situation is, it's not ready to come towards you. I get that with the Nine of Cups. It seems to be dealing with whatever it has to deal with. The Seven of Cups has to go a little bit further. And the thing is, whoever this is, if this is a person, which I'm thinking it is, they're enjoying the possibilities and they're very comfortable with that, so it's not moving things forward. They will come back towards you at some point, but not till they're ready. They have to go through all their possibilities, and they have to get bored with that. They got the Four of Cups leading to closure. When they're sick of looking at the other possibilities, when they're sick of being off by themselves, and they have to hit that moment, there's nothing you can do about it. Even if this is a job situation, when they finally realize that they're exhausting their possibilities, and the more they keep analyzing, it's the more time they're wasting, they're not moving forward. When they've exhausted all their possibilities, that's when they're going to look for that closure. That's when they're going to come back towards you. That's when the success is going to come in. They're going to reconnect with you. Success comes in, reconnecting comes in with you. They're stable. They got everything together the way they need it to be. But also I'm noticing they're the one with the Magician card. Whoever this is has complete control on when this moves forward next, which is very frustrating for you. The thing is, when they finally do move forward, everything's in line. They've made up their mind. They know what they're doing. They know what they got. When they bring that forward, they bring forward the truth to you, which puts everything in perspective, and then you're happy again, or you're going to be happy. Like it's like the Four of Wands gets activated, which also comes in with this Lover's card, which doesn't have to mean anything about romance, but it means everything finally passes the test. Everything's in perspective the way it needs to be. But you need the truth to make that happen, which Aries thrives on the truth. I mean, not for nothing. I don't need you to tell me half-truths. I don't need you to tell me a pretty story. I need what's actually happening so I can do something with it. You're waiting on somebody else to move forward. I don't think you like that, but I feel like that's what's going on here. Even if it's a business situation, it's not about the economics of it, if that makes sense. It's more about somebody literally just mulling things over. Well, I want to make the right decision. Well, let me think about this. Well, what if we do that? Well, okay, let me think. Well, this is a big responsibility. I got to make sure I'm choosing right. Let me look at this too. And they kind of also like that feeling of being in control, kind of like I get to say who gets and who doesn't. And they kind of like it, and they don't want it to pass by, so they're kind of lingering in it. It doesn't need to be this long. I feel like that's obvious to you. Like it doesn't really need to be, but there's nothing you can seem to do to change it. It's just how they got to do it. I remember one job I had years ago, the interview process, like the interview, the whole thing, it took like almost 4 months between putting in the application to actually starting first day. I just remember like it just went on forever and it was unnecessary. It just dragged out for no good reason. But this is similar to that. Just like it drags out. It's kind of like, can we move forward? And they're like, well, I gotta think. I gotta. It will. This situation will finally go the right way. It might take 2 to 3 months, possibly a little longer before it does. And I feel like they're just trying to give you a heads up. Like if you're trying to distract yourself, keep yourself distracted for a good 2 to 3 months because this is gonna be like a long time before this finally comes in. At least when I feel this energy, when I'm saying 2 to 3 months, it feels like a long time. Um, and this is valid for whenever you come to it. So 2 to 3 months from whenever you're watching this is when I'm thinking it might take that long before this finally moves forward. When it does move forward, you seem to be very happy with it. Very, very happy with it, but we got to get there first. All right, I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.